Hello, welcome to the Yoda Soda Creations podcast. Group of friends, story time business, talking movies, TV, all the recent.
Okay, so I should be set up on the 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 wireless earbuds right now. So try saying something. Hello.
Good, wait. Well, despite the hecticness in some areas, it's mostly back to normal.
So I ended up starting while I was switching over to the Bluetooth. Okay, yaps. The only reason why I'm using the Bluetooth tonight is it's gonna be another one of those late dinner nights. So in case I have to run off to the kitchen or something, I'll still be able to hear.
Good idea.
uh,
Good idea.
but yeah, definitely been quite a week. Uh, just double checking. Okay, we are live. Okay, but yeah, so Monday, I believe we were supposed to get stuff out of storage, but that didn't go according to plan. So instead, we went shopping. And Tuesday, I got dragged over to mow the lawn back at my aunt's house. And long story short, it started raining, so I ended up finishing cleaning up the rest of the stuff in the room instead. So there went that day, and of course, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday I worked, and today I got dragged back over again to actually mow the lawn this time, and didn't get back to the apartment till about 4 o'clock. So yeah, that happened. Plus, I had to record the pony stuff and get that all edited for the thing tonight. So that took up more time. So obviously, I couldn't get the video done or the game footage done. Uh, Theoretically tomorrow I should be opened up. Like tomorrow was originally gonna be like a actually doing the getting stuff from storage day, but I guess they moved that to Monday because my cousin works um, tonight, so he'll be kind of tired tomorrow. So instead, that gets moved to Monday supposedly. So theoretically, tomorrow I should have some time. As for a new place, and my schedule's still getting hijacked every which way. But yeah, that was my basically uneventful week.
Let's, let's see. Got my shot, as I mentioned before.
So, Oh yeah, speaking of shots, well, obviously I've already had both of mine, but yeah, at the place where I work, it basically started it so that everyone who's had their shots and brings proof of it can like take the masks off inside now, and that includes me as well. So it's like, I get it's a bit more comfy and less glasses fogging. It's like I can actually use my glasses now.
Yeah, I've also heard things have slowly but surely started to go a bit back, go a bit back, go a bit back towards normal-ish.
Yeah,
Although, of course, it's mostly dependent on vaccinations as well as the amount of time someone's had between their shot or shots.
yeah.
Not as much, though not, although surprisingly not as much of a energy drop as I expected, but still,
Yeah,
still be, still I, still I'm, still I'm glad because otherwise, still I'm glad just in case something did happen. If I was busy on a certain night.
yeah. Oh yeah, I did start recording a new set of snack videos. So the shopping I mentioned on Monday, we actually went to this place called Everyday Deals. So you know those bargain bins at the grocery stores where they put all like the near the Best Buy, near maybe a little past the Best Buy stuff, the Best Buy date I mean. Yeah, Everyday Deals is basically a store of that. I mean, how they actually had some of those Christmas tree snack cakes. Obviously, I didn't buy that because I mean, it's too early for Christmas stuff. But I did pick up a few things, and so far, like this chocolate filled bread, pretty good. Like the chocolate inside was actually nice and moist, like the like those chocolate pies you can pick up. The watermelon coconut V8 whatever it was eh. I mean, it wasn't horrible, but it's like, yeah, this is definitely coconut water, and oh, it says it's supposed to be watermelon, but like, oh hey, sweet potato juice concentrate. Like, oh. But yeah, like finally getting back on the snack videos. Which, to be fair, I did like not do any of those for like a month, so you know. But yeah, I realized I had enough of those things to actually split it into two videos.
I do know of some burning places, I can say that much.
Yeah. Actually, I kind of want to go back there because they actually had this dandruff shampoo for $2. Like, I regret not picking it up because, yeah, I could really use that right now. Like, the stuff I have just is not really helping. But anyway, talk about cheap snacks and hair care is not why everyone's here now, is it? No, they're here. Oh, I shouldn't get ahead of myself. Was there anything else you wanted to discuss before we get into the recap?
Remember thinking regarding bargain stuff. Yes, I will occasionally. Yes, I do remember occasionally coming across those in certain shops. Bargain bins.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, imagine that, but on a whole store scale.
And I already mentioned. I've heard of some places that go like that. I think I've
Yeah,
seen a few.
yeah. It's like they had bits of cookie dough in Ziploc baggies. It's like, I mean, it was in the freezer section, but it's like, it seems kind of sketch to me. Like, I don't know if I would trust that. Saying the person who ate the chocolate filled bread that the best by date was November 6th, 2020. Like, yeah, I honestly have no right to speak of such things. But you know, it's kind of like an adventure. Like you never know what you're gonna get with these things. And don't worry, I did actually inspect the bread before I ate it. I plan on doing that with all the foods. The soda should be fine. Uh, the coffee drink with milk. I mean, my cousin had one. He said it was okay, but it's like, eh,
I'm definitely a stickler on that kind of stuff.
yeah. Also, on a side note, the ice cream from Dollar Tree is crap. It felt like frozen foam, and despite supposedly being unicorn birthday cake, I swear I tasted mint.
I wonder if you've
You
had.
never buy an ice cream from, huh?
I wonder if you've had Tillamook.
No, it wasn't Tillamook. It was like I'm not sure exactly sure what brand it was. I didn't know it was Tillamook, but it was a kind of like a generic brand.
I
Again,
wasn't.
that was Dollar.
I wasn't thinking. I wasn't betting on the. I wasn't betting on it being Tillamook, but I was only asking if you actually had that at some point.
Not sure if I had the Tillamook. Tillamook has a unicorn birthday cake flavor.
I
I
was
mean, I know Kroger does,
I was talking about ice cream.
which uh, yeah, Tillamook is nice. Like Tillamook gets my seal of approval. Now, as far as like unicorn birthday cake or whatever I'm not sure if it was birthday cake, but it was like a unicorn. I keep trying. I keep auto completing to birthday cake, like a unicorn ice cream thing. The Kroger brand, not bad. I keep getting sidetracked by things. uh,
One more thing, if I see mold on the bread, I'll quickly throw it away.
yeah, definitely. Thankfully, that was like my only bread item. The other snacks are I picked up these chocolate peanut butter cookie dough protein bars. So I've some chicken chips. I don't remember what flavor they were, and this bacon chocolate bar. Also, speaking of bacon, I got to go to IHOP today. Yeah, I tried the maple bacon shake. Not bad, pretty decent. Like nice vanilla ice cream with a bit of maple flavoring, and the yeah, imagine I was complaining like, oh, I got bacon in there, but I pointed out that really it's no different than having like Oreo bits in your milkshake. And actually, the saltiness of the bacon actually complements the sweetness rather nicely. And of course, the bacon pancakes actually saved half of those for breakfast tomorrow. Yay, leftovers. Yeah.
It's chicken, chicken chips. That's a bit the first time. It's sort of the first time I've heard of such a thing. Since what I can mostly think of with that is recipe where crunch up chips and basically cook them on the chicken.
Yeah, it's like apparently the chips are actually made with chicken and some sort of powder. I was like, oh, this isn't this is apparently not potato based. Interesting.
Probably shouldn't be too surprised though, since fish and chips exists.
True. Like, my mind keeps getting distracted and going off on all these tangents. Which, to be fair, this chaotic mind state does rather fit the Pony Life episodes we'll be talking about tonight.
One more thing before I get started. Oddly enough, most of my if I can remember, most of the breakfast joints I've stopped at when I used to go out quite a bit was mostly Denny's.
Denny's is nice. I do like myself a grand sandwich from time to time. Yeah, I mainly wanted to go to IHOP because they have the whole bacon thing going on.
I have been to IHOP a couple times though.
Yeah, every now and then they get like a nice seasonal pancake going on. It's like, yeah, it's nice. Although I did find out, apparently they have a pretty decent. Well, I haven't had it myself, but by the looks of it, they have a pretty decent omelet and pancake combo on the happy hour menu, and that thing runs from like 2 o'clock to 10 o'clock. So that's basically most of the day. So I might try that out sometime. Actually, now I'm wondering. I do not have DoorDash on my phone. Like, if they deliver all the way over here, like that might be something to look into. Oh, I do have DoorDash. I just don't have it on my in my food folder. Hold on a moment.
Only once I've been to a similar place called Sherry's.
Okay, I'm being called over for dinner, so yeah, we may have to. Well, hopefully this shouldn't take too long. I should just have to set up the rice cooker. But feel free to continue talking while I'm away. Don't forget, I can still hear now.
Well, at least you managed to start that out with something that we almost forgot. Damn it, glad I put these checks. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to find my way back. Or at least close, or at least to either back to base or close village.
Okay, I'm back. Just had to get the rice cooker set up. You know, basic thing. Toss it in a cup of rice, 2 cups of water, or so. Bit of frozen pineapple, bit of frozen peas. Get a nice decent balanced things that are to go with the orange chicken.
So it's 1 cup so it's 1 cup extra ingredients, 1 cup rice, and 2 water.
Well, it was 1 cup rice. I didn't really measure out the extra ingredients. I just kind of winged it, and I did about 2.5 cups of water. Because usually it's a 2 to 1. If I remember correctly, it's like 2 to 1 water to rice, but add that little bit extra because you have like the extra stuff in there. The last time I did this, it worked out fine. But anyway, pony life. The
Usually our homesteads try to equal out. Anyways,
yeah, the season finale, potentially series finale. We don't know. Like, who knows what they'll do with this after Gen 5 happens. I mean, they could keep up with this, like just to keep like the Gen 4 momentum going into to keep the fans of the original series who might not be that into the new one, keep them interested in the franchise and whatever. But who knows? But yeah, last time we had what looks to be the setup of a Discord arc with and yeah, with 2 episodes left. Let's see what they do with that. So, oh yeah, I forgot to pull up the wiki page. Life. Let's see, season 2. So, starting off with Magic is Ahoof. So this starts off right where the last one ended. Like, hey, the play they did was a success. Well, sort of. Like, yeah, all the props disappeared, but apparently the ponies liked it. But yeah, they need to investigate and see what is going on. What is causing all this chaos? But yeah, basically Twilight figure works out that things are being teleported with chaos magic. I was like, ooh, look at me behind this. It's like, oh my god, they're really doing this. Like, if it is chaos, Discord. But yeah, Reddy decides to investigate, and Pinkie Pie tags along because she's always wanted to tag along in one of these, detective adventures. So they go where I guess things started and go to the Potion Ocean. And they question a pony there, like, have you seen any magic around here? Like, oh yeah, he's over there. Say hi, Magic. Yeah, yeah, a pony named Magic. Yeah, that's not quite they were not quite what was not brain going too fast for the mouth. Not quite what that not quite what they were looking for. So okay, trying something different. So they go to the library, and Brady asks Pony like, any strange magic-y things happen, and yeah, apparently there's this strange glowy purple dust in one of these books, and actually it's a book Birdie checked out and brought back like the week before. And, huh. So she gathers everyone together in Triple Cube Corner with one of those boards with all the pins in the yarn connecting different points together. And yeah, apparently something's gone wrong with the wishes they made on the that thing from the beginning of the season, the cotton candy comet thing, or whatever it was. And yeah, like, yeah, none of their wishes came true. It's like, what could have happened? Now, obviously, we discovered that Discord did it. Yeah, apparently all the ponies making wishes on the comet, he grabbed those wishes and used it for himself. Used the wishes for himself. So they. Oh yeah, yeah. The Discord reveals this info to them himself, like because of course. So yeah, okay. So Discord characterization. Yeah, definitely pre-season 4 finale. Because he's still kind of a dick. So yeah, they decided, okay, we need to interrogate Discord. So they go over to his house, which is yeah, the area it's in is like weird volcano things. And I don't know, looks like battery grabby claws and a lava lake with eyeballs in it. Some crystals poking out of the terrain. The house is nice though. So yeah, Discord invites them in, like, and they're all ready to interrogate him, but he offers them some more to snack on. It's like, oh no, this is nice. Like, so we kept a Discord telling the story of, well, they're just telling a story. I don't think the actual story really is relevant or anything. Oh god, I'm just kind of right now. Ugh. Yeah, they're sitting around having a nice time. I'm hearing the story, and this goes like, "Oh no, the story's over with. What are you all here for?" It's like, "Oh right, that." Like, we would like to know what you did with the wishes, and everybody else like, "No, we demand to know." But Discord's like, I mean, if that's how you're gonna be, go away, and he teleports them back to Sugar Cube Corner. So clearly, a new strategy is needed. If only they could somehow get inside of his head. Hey, there's an idea. So they go back to Discord's place. They drink some potions, and when Discord goes out to pick up the newspaper, they sneak inside of his head. So, and of course, oh right, I forgot. With this one, they kind of do a lot of seamless transitions between episodes, aside from like the title card. But yeah, we're now on to Journey to the Center of the Cord. So yeah, there's a huge hedge maze inside Discord's head, and it's being guarded by a three-headed bunny, like a bunny hydra or something, and it asks for the password, or one of the heads asks for the password, and the one on its left is like, oh, it's Fluttershy, but the E is a but the E is a 3. But the one on its right, it's like, no, we changed the password. Now it has an exclamation point at the end. Middle head is like, no, I don't need the password from you. I need it from them. And they're like, Fluttershy with an exclamation point, but the E is a 3. You may pass. Okay, I admit I got a little bit of a chuckle out of that one. Like, it's dumb, but it's like the right kind of dumb, you know? So they get into the maze, and they're going all around, but eventually they find this glowing green door, and inside is a huge library, and the Fluttershy finds this thing which basically catalogs what Discord did with all the wishes. And yeah, Discord also used their wishes as well, and yeah, now everything is all wonky, and like, I guess, okay, so they're apparently Ponyville's been getting really chaotic, but they've been very subtle with it. Like, off the top of my head, the disappearing props at the play, the uh, the other theater becoming an aquarium, which I basically correctly called as being a Discord thing in one form or another. But other than that, I'm trying to think, like, okay, what other Discordy things have actually happened this season? Oh, okay, so I guess I guess uh, the bubble things. I guess that was also a result of Discord wish manipulation. And I guess by extension, the Wildsiders thing. I guess.
I was
Wait,
I, I was about to mention the alternate universe might have something to do with it, considering we saw lots of discordant things.
bro. And it's like, oh, see, it all ties together in a kind of convoluted way. But anyways, so Discord sneezes and they fly out his ear. I was like, oh, what are you doing there? But they're having none of that. They go back to normal size and Fluttershy grows even more. It's like, it's like, um, but yeah, they're very angry with it. Like the fact that he used all of their wishes. But Discord's like, hey, I don't know what the guys did it, but like, hey, my uh, uh, I apologize. Like, my brain's just not quite all here today, so it's like, my brain is like, bleh. But yeah, it's like, whatever. I feel great, and we would just kind of end that episode off on a cliffhanger. So, start off the final episode with One Last Wish. So they're feeling a bit down. It's like, uh, Ponyville's getting all chaotic, and Discord used up all the wishes, so how are they gonna fix this? Well, it turns out that when they were going through the thing, they found out that, hey, today is Discord's birthday. So we throw a party and we can have him use his wish to turn Ponyville back to normal. Like, okay, we got a plan. So they split up. Twilight and Rarity go to a party, go to pick up party supplies, and they go to a shop that's run by Cherylee. Like, huh? Shouldn't you be okay? I was gonna say shouldn't you be teaching class, but who knows? It might be. Then again, we don't know what like their schooling schedules. I was gonna say like maybe it's the summer, but again, like we don't know what their schooling schedules like, and uh, this Shirley just felt kind of weird.
I
I
was
don't know.
I was also going by summer job.
Yeah, but she just seems kind of off, you know. Yeah, think, oh yeah, we have all sorts of supplies. Oh whoops, we're all out. Sorry, bye. So yeah, that didn't work out. Meanwhile, with um, Applejack and Fluttershy, they go to get DJ Pon-3 to, do the music for the party. I think, oh yeah, I can manage. Well, she doesn't actually say it, but like, oh, yeah, I can manage that. But then Derpy delivers a letter, like, huh, and leaves. Turns out she won a vacation, and it starts immediately. Yeah, at this point, I could already see where this was going. Back with Rarity and Twilight, Rarity decides to use stuff around her place to decorate things. So Pinkie Pie and Rainbow Dash are working on the cake, and like okay, Buttershy's there. It's like okay, this girl's gonna be here in like what was it, 3 minutes, 30 minutes, soon. Like okay, no time to waste. We need to get everything set up. So they rush and hurry and get the whole place decorated and make a whole bunch of references to Pirates of Penzance, Independence Day, and Jurassic Park. Like they had the whole place set up, and oh whoops, someone replaced Pinkie Pie's regular sugar with exploding sugar. Who could have done that? Discord. Yeah. So yeah, the cake explodes, and Discord comes in. It's like, huh? Wasn't this a chaotic birthday party? I wonder who could have been responsible for this. Hey. But it's like, you know, this is nice. I'll use my birthday wish to turn Ponyville back to normal. You know, we're all good. Which leads into Wild Hearts Beats, the the actual finale. So everyone opens their eyes and everything seems to be back to normal except whoops, Twilight's in, Twilight is in Spike's body and Spike is in Twilight's. Fluttershy is singing everything she says, and Pinkie Pie is calling her family on a banana. So yeah, it turns out even Discord's birthday wish wasn't enough to make things normal again. And now the Wildsiders basically got sucked back through the portal into Ponyville, and things are getting kind of weird. So basically, from what I can understand, the all the chaotic wishes plus the connection to the Wildsiders universe has basically made things all kind of crazy. So they did something with the some of the items they. What was the connection with the items? Okay, there was the bubble wand. There was, I think, there was the contraption that they used to stabilize the portal, and uh, the chest. Oh, the chest. That's what they did the time capsule thing with. I forgot about that. So they did something with those objects, and oh yeah, those bubbles are flying out of the portal now again. I apologize if I seem to be kind of all over the place. It's just because this episode is kind of all over the place. As for it's trying to do a lot for its short, run time. Oh, and they also do a musical number as well. But yeah, so the main six and the Wildsiders work together to collect all the bubbles, and they gradually. Oh yeah, so also to make matters worse, the basically the two universes appear to be merging now to get Wildsiders stuff, basically overwriting the Ponyville stuff. That to get all the bubbles and I guess get them back into the Wildsiders universe, and they do all this during a musical number. But yeah, it's like everything has to go back. But that also means the Wildsiders have to go back, and they might not be able to return. So it's all sad and stuff. But like, yeah, you never know. We'll see. And so they go back to the portal, and everything seems to be back to normal. And as the episode ends, we see pictures of everything that was going on in a book of discords that he puts on the shelf. Just in case he puts it in a puts next to it. He puts a bottle with a portal in it, but oh, yeah, the bottle has a bit of a crack. Oh, so yeah, a bit of a sequel hook there. We'll see if that pays off. Again, I apologize for the rushed description of this episode, but yeah, it was mostly like a musical montage episode, so it was kind of. It was a lot.
I guess we can wait. I guess we can. Well, I get. Well, we're gonna have to wait. We're gonna have to wait and see what happens in terms of the show. But I'll show. But if it does, but one thing I didn't have in mind in case we didn't have a comeback of sorts, could lead could be subtle could be something subtle within the main series.
Yeah, maybe, probably not, but potentially.
Keyword subtle. I'm not saying you'd probably have to. Not saying it's probably out in front of you, but somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, the finale was definitely interesting. Kind of a mess, because like having everything tied together, like, but they have to solve it within like 5 minutes. So it's like, yeah, part of it feels like you know when you expect to have more episodes, but oh, you're getting cut short, so you basically have to cram everything into a short amount of time. That's probably not what happened with this, but I kind of get like a similar vibe to that because I don't know. It's like part of me feels like it seemed kind of rushed.
In a way, it's oddly fitting, though.
True. And it really, part of me feels like episode 13 was not much of substance. Like, oh, hey, mysteries of Hoof. It's like, oh, it's been the whole episode to discover it was Discord, even though the whole, everything being chaotic thing should have been obvious. And then, turning to the center of the core, it's like, the only things of relevance they actually learned there was that he used their wishes, which they probably could have guessed anyway, and that it was his birthday. It just felt like runtime could have been slightly better used. You know,
That,
though admittedly, again, the Hydra Bunny bit was kind of funny, so I'll give it that one.
all that being said, the maze was. I do feel it was a bit of a. Do feel it was a bit of a callback.
True. Well, part of me also feels that if you're gonna have a maze in an episode, it should like take up a decent chunk of the episode itself. Like but because like a maze is supposed to be long and drawn out experience, but with this, like, oh, do like a short little montage of running around and like, oh, we find the glowing green door. Like that's less to do with the episode itself and more of like how it feels like mazes are traditionally shown in media. Like take Return of Harmony Part 1, for example. The maze was actually, yeah, the, the maze was actually a pretty good chunk of the episode. Like, it involves spinning up the party and all that stuff. And you have each character having their own little bits. Mind you, I understand with Pony Life, with the short run time, you can't exactly do something to that scale, but it's like a minor nitpick, you know. Nothing that like ruins the episode or anything. Oh yeah, I should probably check the voice list.
Given character nature, it wasn't. Given character nature, the switch wasn't too surprising.
Yeah. I'll write out. Does he do anything else? Wait, what was that character? Reuse pony. What's reuse pony? Whatever.
Basically, when they basically the basically whatever was it. Basically, whatever was unnamed but spoke.
Ah. Let's see now, and turning to the center of the cord, Anasani was the three-headed bunny. Just checking to see if she did anything else with Pony Life, because you do get some recurring peep. Oh, Sugar Snap. Okay, never mind. It's like, okay, yeah, she's been a prominent part of this season.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
I mean, you've only really been dealing with the character for this year, so I still haven't quite gotten the voice actor names memorized. So yeah, no new voices this time around.
That's it. We did get our recurrences in both cases, at least.
Yeah. Okay, that time. Yeah, I'll be right back again. I'm gonna go check on the rice. You know how it is. Sometimes it's take a moment and see if things are still cooking properly and whatnot. Or in this case, to see if the timer went off, so I can tell Bree to start cooking the orange chicken. Be right back.
Suppose it was nice. So we got a celebrations in our Discord. Can't quite remember last occurrence in the main show. And as I said before, got another recurring character. Finally in lifestyle, so that's good.
But yeah, like as he said, it was nice to get some characters make an appearance. Hold on a moment. even though, like I said, Charlie seemed a bit off. Eh,
Oddly, somewhat
eh,
oddly, somewhat expected though, given we did see Celestia in a bit more of a
true.
slightly less composed.
So, I, hmm, I guess to compare season 2 to season 1, season 2 is a lot better on average. Mind you, it had like less episodes to work with. Feelings on Pony Life as a whole, though, it's like, eh, like between mainline Pony, Equestria Girls, and Pony Life is still definitely the bottom of the three. Which is not to say it's bad. It's just I have conflicted feelings on it.
On a more universal scale, though, I'm sure a lot of people say slightly higher up than TDG.
Ah, yes, yes. That that is fair.
Song Express then turned into another one of those. I can't wait until it's decided to karaoke and we can do karaoke again.
Yeah.
Interesting little, interesting question about the rap part of it. That or rapping history of the Wonderbolts.
I it feels like the one here was structurally more well put together, but on the other hand, Rapping History of the Wonderbolts was intentionally bad. So I was like, huh.
Yeah, admittedly the rapping history feels more like an intentional spoof.
Yeah. Uh, also, admittedly, part of me feels like the whole plot plot reveal of like, oh, it was actually Discord all along, as like the basically the one behind all the shenanigans. It's been like, eh, I mean, I realize that the characters are not as well developed for this universe, but still, it's like after all, like all the development we've had, mainline Discord go through to you know not pull such things. It just feels uh,
If I must add regards to the whole thing, I was pretty sure. I was pretty sure that the Discord motif in the alternate universe kind of dropped hints.
I guess that's fair. Yeah, it was okay. Like not horrible. Not like I said. The first episode kind of dragged it down a little bit, but overall, I'd give the season a 7 out of 10. Maybe 7.5. Mind you, said rating is relative to you know the Pony Life subsection of the franchise, but just by itself, it would probably it would definitely rate lower compared to like say a normal season of Pony.
I'd oddly enough say the 7.5 kind of reflects this miniseries as a whole, whereas the main show 9, 10.
Yeah, that definitely sounds about right. so I know the perfect way to segue between in talking about Pony and getting to the news. So the Celestia Kotobukiya figures are currently up for pre-order, and they just announced a brand new figure for the Kotobukiya Bashoujo of My Little Pony series. Hatsune Miku. Is hey, Vocaloid pony. Why not? Yeah, I can't say I saw that coming. I'm still gonna order it, but yeah, that was kind of out of slight left field.
Quite amazing, and naturally there's been some fan art based around it.
Yeah, like from what I've read, apparently they're doing like a whole Hatsune Miku collaboration thing going on right now, and My Little Pony is just one of the things that they're doing. Let me see if I can find out more. Collaborations. Yeah? Oh, I'll be right back. Food's ready.
So that's what I was thinking. Looks like they've also thrown up a open calls to who you would like to see next from them. Probably see if I can take a look and toss a few ideas.
Okay, I'm back. Got my bowl. Let's see. Alright, here we go. This might have some info. Hatsune Miku big collaboration with international IP. And Miku World collab. Need to Google that one. Ooh, vocaloidnews.net. That might have info. There's some Japanese puppets. Looks like press over with a game. There's not much info on the whole collaboration thing. Anyway, yeah, I think it looks good. Or what we know of it so far.
I wonder what you would be willing to throw into their suggestion box.
As one post on Reddit, I think, clearly put it, so it's been revealed that Hatsune Miku is actually the sixth member of the main cast of Gen 5. Not actually, but that would be kind of funny.
I bet they were aiming for a certain date. Speaking of which, new screenshots finally solve our questions about the cutie marks in that generation.
Yeah, but yeah, Gen 5, it's like, eh, I'll give it a try. Like, I'll give it a chance like I did with all pony things. Like, Pony Life's been so-so. Equestria Girls, I was kind of like, yeah, at first, but it eventually won me over. So we'll see how Gen 5 does.
I'm definitely glad to be done as most people.
Hmm.
On a slightly more universal note, seems Hendrix Motorsports managed to top their 1-2-3 1-2-3 finished back in 97. 1-2-3 finished back in 97 with a 1-2-3-4 at Dover.
Hmm. That's cool.
With 3 Mustang top 10s in their week.
the Army of the Dead movie something interesting happen with that. So apparently, what I can gather, apparently one of the cameras they used to record to film the movie had a dead pixel. So like, so people watching the movie on Netflix were all worried that the computers had a dead pixel. No, that's the movie. Yeah, it's like, how did that get past the movie people? Like, you'd think they would have caught something like that in editing or something. Then again, with some of the stuff I've heard about this movie, it could just be that they just didn't care.
Of note, that kind of glitch should probably be more suited towards something like Unfriended or something.
Yeah.
Seems our friend Henry Cavill will be cast as the lead for the Highlander reboot.
I feel about that. Not the him starring in it, but just the having a reboot in general.
Trailer Tracker writes, Last Night in Soho, starring Anna Taylor-Joy, releasing this week. Rock to voice Crypto Superdog in DC League of Super Pets.
Because of course that's the thing.
At least I know of some people who might be interested.
The old Charlie Bit My Finger video is apparently going to be auctioned off as an NFT and then deleted from YouTube. Yeah, like, oh, and it'll be gone forever. Except now that you've told people this, there's going to be tons of re-uploads. Like, yeah. And of course, now I guess that's going to be a thing. Like, old videos going as NFTs and stuff. Like, I guess this whole thing is just stupid.
All I can say is, please don't be the playable teaser fiasco.
Oh, yeah.
Getting back to Army of the Dead, spin-offs in the works, including a prequel and anime-style series. Huh. Rangers of the New Republic, no longer in active development.
Yeah, I heard about that. Like, that's unfortunate, I guess. Ooh, also, actually, I realized like, oh no, wait, that goes at the end of the show. I'll hold off on that one because ooh, it's a doozy.
Seems no one was given a private IMAX screening of the Snyder Cut.
Hmm.
Kevin Bacon loving the idea for the possibility of him being in Guardians 3. Emperor Thunder casts the lead role for the next Predator film. Figment and casting Tilda Swinton as a whitewashed ancient one was a mistake.
Yeah.
Titans Season 3 coming this August, HBO Max. Batman Kid Crusader animated series in the works from Reeves, Abrams, and Tim.
Yeah, I might have to go back to the there.
Seems there's also a director's cut for Sucker Punch. live action anime hybrid Sandy Cheeks movie in the works.
Okay, I don't know if I can hear from this again. Can you say something for me? Uh, be right back. Okay, better. Yeah, basically what happened was I accidentally had my hand on the earbud, which caused it to turn off, which caused the whole thing to kind of disconnect. And then when I tried to get it to work again, like it wasn't sending the audio back through it. So I was like, okay, try the regular earbuds, but that wasn't working. So I was like, okay, turn it off, turn it back on again. And I did the sound test, like, okay, I can hear myself talk, so should be good now. Yeah, the slight downsides of the earbuds I use.
Apparently, slim chance of Eric Bana returning to the superhero scene. Final season of Brooklyn Nine-Nine coming this August. Amazon talks by MGM giving streamer access to the entire James Bond franchise.
Hmm.
Kate Hudson cast Knives Out 2. This chances this time around Dean DeHaan regarding his future superhero movies. Looks like we're expecting a Hocus Pocus 2 for fall 2022.
Oh.
From what I've heard, female protagonist most likely. Hopefully they won't do the more questionable undertones.
Yeah.
If you were talking about underperformance earlier, seems Spyro from the Book of Saw also was one of the major underperformers. Good Rider Milkshake, latest Karen Gillan film, releasing Netflix July 14th. Jeremy Irvine attempts to star Alan Scott. Barbie and Fella set to direct a Batgirl movie for HBO Max. Justice movie in the works. Jenny Ortega to play Wednesday Addams in the live action Netflix series directed by Tim Burton.
Oh. Okay.
New,
Sorry.
new animated series, My Adventures Superman in the works HBO Max. Jack Quaid, starring as a titular hero. Vindicator's Rick and Morty spinoff in the works.
So I went back to get the rest of the rice, and I realized I forgot something while I was cooking. I forgot to add the butter. Yeah, it's gonna be a pain to clean. See, this is why you don't rush cooking. You tend to forget things.
Apparently Jason Momoa co-wrote the first treatment for Aquaman 2. Filming to start in July.
That's nice. I'm not exactly enthused about it, because, well, yeah, DC had their chance. Like, they blew it.
Yeah, EU is still a bit of a touchy subject, but something new. Limited edition Shrek Steelbook 4K in honor of 20 years. Odom Jr. added to the cast for Nights Out 2. Lego Infinity Gauntlet Build for $70.
Wow.
F9 tracking to earn 160 between 160 and 180 million. International box office opening. Godzilla Singular Point, June 24th. Sequel to Alexandra Aja's Crawl of the Works. New look at Space Jam New Legacy. From the looks of it, they're going the CG mix route.
Ah.
Contrary to Deadline's report, seems Dune set to release both theaters HBO Max on the same day. Technical Luck 2 officially in the works. Boyega set to return with Cornish set to write and direct. Beasts of No Nation during the Criterion collection in August. volume technology to be used on Quantum Medium. Disenchanted begins filming with a release date next year. Jason Keller negotiating exit from Warner's. They're going to build their Daily Bugle set at $300. 25 minifigures, including the first official Daredevil, Blade, and Punisher Lego figures. Seems we've got a Warner Discovery merger, so that'll be something.
Okay.
Finally, our final goodbyes this week include
So yeah, unfortunately, the Kentaro Miura, author of Berserk, passed away. Yeah, that's the one I was mentioned earlier as being a bit of a doozy, because yeah, you know the whole old trope of strong guy wielding ungodly huge and unwieldy blade trope thing goes. Now he basically pioneered that. Like you wouldn't have Cloud Strike if without the sky. That and Berserk is still unfinished, so yeah. though apparently he was like working with some other people, like I guess training them, so maybe they can take up the mantle. We'll see. Hopefully, he left notes. But yeah, like that one hit hard. Oof.
Somehow my mind flashed to Sword in the Stone with the whole wielding type of deal you mentioned.
Ah,
So you just had Gwen Inglis, racing cyclist. Dembit T. Selu, racer and cyclist. Joe Mercer, English jockey. Malibu Moon, sire of the 2013 Derby winner. Charles Curtin, who did two of the Beethoven films.
Hmm.
Dave Anthony Kraft, who wrote on Defenders and Captain America.
Hmm.
Charles Hagemeister, Medal of Honor recipient, 68. Rita Rodriguez, Spanish racer. Finally, French racer Robert Marchand. According to what I'm seeing, probably one of the oldest racers.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not gonna like promise I'm gonna have any video done. Like I'll have video when I have video. Hopefully it's soon, but I'm not getting my hopes up.
Right, so normally, you would kind of expect us quickly to revert back to some avenues where we left off. However, Memorial Day weekend is next, and I felt we could at least pay tribute to one of several recently deceased. Share a tad bit of honor by looking at something that I at least remember watching as a kid.
Yep.
Until which, stay safe, stay well, and hopefully we will see you next week.